Coach, for my money, it's the best time of the year, playoff football time, as postseason action descends upon FedEx Field just outside of D.C. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the San Francisco 49ers and the Washington Redskins. Winner go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go now. 15 line. 15 line. 3. Watch the air. Safe. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Throwing on first down. Childress. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Ioannidis. What an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Childress complete to the running back, Matt Breida. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
X3, 218, chop. Bam.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
This is it. 19. 54. Check right. Watch twist. Showing it. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check it back. 31. Whip.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instinct. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Here's Geis. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Nice hit. E. What is that? 19. 59. 26.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check 43.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Let's go. Good edge. Go. Kill. Rush in. Joker. Switch. Watch the twist. Check. Lucky.
On the ground, it's Mack. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offensive backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Keep on coming. Keep coming. Set. Check 59. Let's go one more. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Right here. Let's go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Sam off.
2nd and 10. And incomplete. The coverage good that time by Kendall Fuller.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Childress. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card game. On first down, this is Geis. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Following the penalty, it's Geis. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Third down, here's Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. An effective 7-yard third down conversion.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out.
19, 54. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take it.
Now a toss. This is Geis. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Check 26, check 26.
They'll run with Geis. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll try the air now with Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. Back to throw. Childress. Got his target, Samuel. And they nearly... Get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
It's a gain of 32. First down, San Francisco.
Let's go.
The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
61. Ready?
Looking to throw. Childress. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
I like that one, partner. They go back-to-back with excellent gains. And really, it shouldn't be a surprise who they were throwing the ball to. He's their best guy.
Yeah, we knew that they would get him involved early. They're doubling down on getting him involved early.
Don't be surprised if they'll come right back to him again. They haven't shown the propensity to be able to stop him.
On 1st down, here's Breida. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. He's going to launch this thing way down, and this is caught. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, 40 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Redskins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. A shotgun snap for Watson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, Watson. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Open man here, Sims complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. To throw is Watson. To throw on 3rd down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Come on, baby. Let's go. At their own 21-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check safety, check safety. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 3rd and 2, Childress. This is intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Now the extra point. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
It's second and inches at the 28-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Second down and inches. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, Childress completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun, Childress. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Here we go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 33. And his kick is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
What is that? Great team. You better bring it. You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
On the ground, it's Geis. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a tie. Touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down.
Check 31. 54. Kill, kill, kill. Kill, kill. 54.
Fighting through, and he's got space. That one goes for 30 yards.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. Steps away to his left. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
Set. 19. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
This is Geis. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. So now on 4th down, Sean Payton's going to turn it over to the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Childress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Back to throw. Childress, and that's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But now it'll be 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Childress. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 16-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They stay on the ground. Geis again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
Reset. 19. 59. 59. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Geis. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Reset. 19. 54. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
It's Geis on the counter. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
At the 30-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Geis trying to get to the outside. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Mark, this is that. 98. 54. Let's see what you got.
Watson operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
First down, San Francisco.
Let's go. 60 on. Two times.
On first down, Childress. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Yannick Ngakoue able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Second and long, taking a shot for Samuel. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
Check the backer, check the backer. Whip. Watch the whip.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
It's easy work, and it's coming again.
He's brought down at the 31.
1 quarter remains in this NFC Wild Card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 5. Watson now. From the gun, he'll throw. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. Here's Matt Hawk now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Garoppolo to his tight end Kittle for a Niner first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Garoppolo gives to Breida, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Garoppolo over the middle, complete. It's Wells. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Now a run with Geis.
Rush in.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Check, check. Lucky.
They'll hand it down to Geis. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All runs on this drive so far. It's first and 10.
Check 15.
Now a give running left is Geis. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle. And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Baltimore.
Crab cakes will be waiting for us, partners. We head to the airport.
Heck yeah.
Honey, I dash. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Eat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, it's glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, man, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash. They slept on the team, now they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's no need in keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like